I didn't expect fireworks at dinner, just routine conversation and quiet clinks of cutlery. The restaurant smelled like butter and char, familiar, safe, ordinary. I'm Alistair Cole, 42, married 12 years to Maren Whitlock. I thought stability meant success. We ordered wine we always ordered. She watched me longer than usual, eyes steady, jaw set. When she finally spoke, her voice stayed calm, almost polite. She said she'd been sleeping with my best friend. She waited, studying me, anticipating collapse, begging, tears in the soft light, believing confession alone could break whatever remained between us right there tonight, somehow. I didn't raise my voice or ask questions. I noticed the bread cooling, the waiter hovering, time slowing. Maren kept explaining without explaining. Phrases like, "It happened," "It meant nothing," "You're strong." I thought about Owen Hartley, my friend since university, godfather to our daughter, the man who helped me move houses twice. I felt something detach inside. Not anger, not despair, but clarity. Tears were expected currency, a performance. Instead, I nodded, thanked her for honesty, and asked for the check, evenly, deliberately. She blinked, confused, misreading my calm as shock, not departure, not resolve already forming inside me. Driving home, I remembered countless nights I covered for both of them. Gym sessions, late meetings, emergency errands. I remembered Maren saying Owen understood her better, laughed at jokes I missed. I remembered ignoring instincts because trust felt noble. At red lights, my hands stayed steady. I wasn't rehearsing speeches or revenge. I was inventorying truth. The marriage I defended was already over. The friendship I protected never existed. What hurt most wasn't sex. It was intimacy redirected, secrets shared elsewhere, while I paid mortgages and listened to her silence every night afterward, believing patience would save us somehow, eventually. At home, Maren tried kindness, hovering questions, touching my arm. I stepped past gently. Our daughter was asleep upstairs, breathing slow, innocent. I packed a small bag without ceremony. Not dramatic, not cruel, just precise. When Maren asked where I was going, I said I needed space to think. That was true. I drove to a quiet hotel by the river, checked in, and stared at the ceiling. Peace arrived first, then grief, then acceptance, in that order. I slept briefly, dreaming nothing, waking lighter, certain tomorrow required decisions, not explanations. Not apologies from anyone anymore, including myself, today, alone. Morning clarity sharpened plans. I called the solicitor, Harriet Bloom, recommended by a colleague. I documented messages, dates, accounts. No theatrics, facts only. Maren texted apologies, confusion, fear. I replied politely, requesting communication through counsel. She accused me of being cold. I wasn't cold. I was finished negotiating reality. Owen tried calling. I blocked him without comment. Betrayal thrives on reaction. Denial starves it. By afternoon, I transferred paychecks, separated subscriptions, and closed doors that should have closed earlier. There were consequences now, measured, lawful, and irreversible, despite anyone's sudden regrets. I felt steady walking forward without looking back again, ever. Friends chose sides quietly. Some urged forgiveness, therapy, time. I listened, thanked them, declined. Forgiveness isn't amnesia, and trust doesn't respawn after betrayal. I visited my daughter, explained change without blame. Children sense truth even when spared details. Maren wanted dinners, talks, closure. Closure is a gift earned, not demanded. I focused on work, health, mornings by the river. Strength returned subtly, like circulation after numbness. I stopped imagining alternate endings. The ending already happened. I was simply walking out of frame with dignity intact, lessons learned, boundaries firm, and expectations finally realistic for the years ahead. Starting immediately now. Weeks passed. Legal steps progressed. Silence replaced chaos. One evening, Owen emailed an apology. Lengthy, remorseful, explanatory. I deleted it unread. Explanations don't rebuild foundations. Actions do, and his actions were complete. Marin sent a final message asking why I didn't cry. I considered honesty. I wrote that tears come from loss, and I lost nothing that night except illusions. I wished her peace and accountability. Hitting send felt lighter than rage. Consequences aren't cruelty, they're alignment with reality. I slept well afterward, waking ready to build a smaller, truer life without secrets, performances, or borrowed affection ever again thereafter. People ask how I stayed composed. The answer is simple. I listened the moment honesty arrived. When someone confesses, believe them fully. Don't argue facts they volunteered. Don't audition pain for sympathy. Choose dignity over drama. Dinner didn't end me. It clarified me. I learned calm is not weakness. It's a boundary. It's saying I won't finance disrespect with emotion. I'm not bitter. I'm precise about who has access now. My life is quieter, cleaner, and finally aligned with my values. If tears were expected, my restraint delivered the truest answer possible by choosing myself without spectacle or apology theatrics. Today I cook dinner alone sometimes, and it tastes honest. I call friends who respect lines. I plan trips I postponed. Trust returns slowly, starting inward. I don't narrate my pain online or seek validation. The lesson stands quietly. When betrayal expects collapse, calm becomes power. Marin chose confession at dinner, expecting tears. She received composure, boundaries, and a closed chapter. I didn't punish her. I opted out. There's freedom in refusing to participate in stories that no longer fit. Life simplifies after truth, leaving space for growth, honesty, and self-respect earned daily through consistent choices moving forward calmly. I won't dramatize endings anymore. Quiet decisions shape futures better than shouting. If you're listening, remember this. Respect is reciprocal, intimacy intentional, and silence can be information. When confronted with betrayal, you don't owe theatrics. You owe yourself alignment. I left dinner intact because I refused the role assigned to me. Tears weren't withheld, they were unnecessary. The man I am now values clarity over chaos, truth over comfort. That night didn't break me. It released me into a life built on consent, boundaries, and peace without regret, resentment, or rehearsed sorrow. Finally choosing myself completely for whatever comes next.